Greetings, fellow humans. Welcome to another Two with JD, and this is actually another Feisty Friday video where I take off my glasses and I give you about a minute-long disclaimer that this will have adult language. I'm saying this so that if you get into trouble, it's not my fault. I'm giving you ample opportunity to switch the channel because I will say I will use potty language, and it is bad, and it is foul, and it is But just so you know, this video is actually talking about 7 things that annoy me from novels. 7 things. I was tagged by the wonderful Jason Greensides, author of The Distant Sound of Violence, a book that's on my TBR. I still haven't gone on an ebook tirade, but that may change soon. Regardless, let's see, because I do need my glasses. We're a minute in, so ample warning. 7 things that piss me off from novels. Number 1, what the fuck is it with insta love and love triangles? I know we beat around this topic over and over and over and over and over, and people have said it before, but it still pisses me off. Enough so that I'm including both of them in one criteria, because I have something else to say about love, but I'll leave that for the end. So I'm going to start and end with love. First off, insta love. We've all been in a situation, or most of us have been in a situation where at some point in our lives we saw someone and we were like, hey there. But from that to insta-love, there's 2 very different things. A strong sense of attraction is one thing. Finding your beloved is another fucking thing. And seriously. And that everything works out is just complete horseshit. I don't like insta-love. I like love to feel a lot more organic because, I don't know, maybe I felt love. And I was also a teenager in love, and I was also a guy in his 20s in love. I was also a kid in love, so I know the difference, and I know what those types of love feel like. And the whole insta love is such bullshit. It just feels like saccharine love. It's bullshit. It's fake. It's plastic. Blah. As for triangles, I gave this some more thought. I don't like triangles. I think triangles are stupid, complicated, needlessly overly dramatic, and just bring a lot of fucking problems. So if you're stuck in a love triangle in your real life, by all means, step away. It's the smartest thing that you can fucking do. But I don't know if there is an inherent desire of people to be in a threesome. Because the whole drama, it's a fucking love triangle is brutal. It's I'm gonna pick you over you, and that's kind of a shitty proposition. No matter what, someone's gonna come out losing, and that's what you're into. And yeah, my team won. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Second thing on my list of 7 things that piss me off in novels: listing shit. I read the Iliad and the Odyssey. There's a great reason why I like the Odyssey and I hate the Iliad. The Iliad, in general, is a good story. The Odyssey is also a good story. Here's the thing. The Odyssey gives you the story, gives you the adventure, gives you some background and whatnot, and it's fantastic. The Iliad tells you that in this ship there were 1,700 spearsmen and I don't know how many archers, and this cousin's fuck buddy, and it's just listing shit and shit and shit and shit and shit. And I had the same problem with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The idea and the foresight to get the concept for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea when it came out is amazing. It's fucking amazing. But those 4-page long scenes, it was almost like a taxonomical record. And I get that. And that might have been part of the approach to look like something that came from a Darwin entry, but it's boring as fuck. I don't need it to blister through. But they're just a little less would have gone a long way. And some people might like that, might adore it. For me, it did annoy the shit out of me. And people who constantly list shit in their stories and novels and whatnot, show don't tell. A lot of people tell, and a lot of people like to elicit, and there's just better ways to say shit, honestly. Number 3, overly complicated names. It's cool if you have one overly complicated name, but don't make it that it's a fucking name that has 29 syllables and has to have, the correct pronunciation, and then you bitch about someone butchering the name because, and I have the photogeny in the in the human cycle. I get that. I get weird names and that they might be troublesome, but you see some other names that you go like, what the fuck? And to have one name like that, you can get away with two, pushing it with three, but then every single character has a name that you would use in Word for Friends to get like 40,000 points. Seriously, fucking people. No. Fourth thing, there are cliffhanger endings and there are cliffhanger endings. Giving you a full-fledged story and ending on a cliffhanger is one thing. Taking a story, chopping it in half, putting a cliffhanger ending in one, and then having two books for the price of one is complete bullshit. And I've seen that more often than I'd like. It's like, oh, if you want to find out what happens, you have to shut the fuck up. Even Back to the Future gave me a completed plot. Complete the fucking plot. Even Lord of the Rings, it's basically one work, but The Fellowship, Two Towers, and Return of the King, each one has its own arc. It's like arc, and the big arc. And you're vested that it's going to be a series, but it doesn't seem like a cheap cliffhanger. That's, I think, how we can phrase it. A cheap-ass $3 combo fucking cliffhanger just for the sake of having more than one book. Bad. No. Number 5, empty diversity. I am all for diversity. I think diversity is a great thing. I think it's an important thing, and I think it's something that we should explore. But when you use it as an item off a checklist of things we have to do to cater to the market, because the market is looking for more diversity. Fuck off. Seriously, fuck off, and don't even go there, because it's gonna come off as fake and disingenuous and shitty. It's not gonna be natural. It's not gonna flow, and it's just. Well, do you want a book that is developed based on a marketing strategy, or do you want a story that comes from within? It's as simple as that. Again, I'm all for diversity. I am Hispanic. I am a minority. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not an immigrant. And I see the value of diversity, especially coming to the States and seeing that it's an issue. But it's all how you tackle it. And it's not that it can't be self-righteous. Let's also say that, because people say, oh, that's so self-righteous. Sometimes you need works that are self-righteous and that want to make a point and want to be adamant about it. But doing it because, it's the right thing, fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. Number 6, empty use of profane language. I do these videos so I can get all the fucks out of my system and I don't have to use them in a story. The first time I used adult language in a work profusely is in my second to last poetry collection. First time. And I have 10 books out. In the human cycle, I've said shit. That's it. I read Monstrous a while back. The artwork is fascinating. The storyline is a bit out there, but it could be interesting. But the use of fuck in that work just pisses me off. Because it's empty. Because I'm such a badass. I said fuck, and I wrote it down, and I published it. Don't take yourself so seriously, okay? Using adult language to color your story is good. Using it as a crutch in everyday life is awful. Using it in a story shouldn't be allowed. It's like, oh, how can I make this more intense? Say fuck. Seriously, get more creative. And there's so many ways to conjugate fuck. You can really get creative. But no, people, fuck. Oh my god, he said fuck. That's so intense. Seriously, get the fuck over yourself. And number 7, Limp Love. I did read a book. I'm not gonna further bash it because I don't believe in overly bashing things unless it merits it. There has to be exceptions to this rule. I did read a book that I did not enjoy because I was sold something and I got something else. But the fucking Limp Love and oh my god, the eyes and staring at the eyes You know, I know that there's a connection with the eyes. I get that. I write about that. I think it's a very important thing. But when you say the same thing over and over and over and over again, it loses all of its energy. Any punch that it had, it's because his dreamy eyes, Jesus Christ, and it's just weak love that pisses me off. Love is not supposed to be weak. It's not supposed to be a weak emotion, and I don't know, that's what Limp Love feels like when you're reading it. You're reading it, and you're roll. I was rolling the fuck out of my eyes, going like, here we go again, another paragraph of sighing and shit. And it's not that people can't sigh, and it's not that sighing is not age appropriate. Fuck, I was a teenager and I know all about sighing, but how you convey that is either meh, or you can just try to remember when you were a teenager and how fucked up your hormones were and how intense those new feelings were, and try to capture that instead of the meh. That's bullshit. And some people say, oh, but teenagers don't know what true love is. Love is a very complicated word. It has countless definitions and ways of expressing itself. Saying that a child is not capable of love or falling in love, or that a teenager is not capable of love or falling in love, is ignorant shit. I was a teenager and I fucking remember the people I was in love with. It was a really strong, violent reaction within because I was just sorting all these emotions and feelings within. But it is what it is. So I actually didn't write people that I'm gonna tag for this, but people who have strong opinions are Britt from GrlonKindleFire, Anna Dunn, AmarinskeA also has strong opinions. Travis Reeds, tagging you. I don't think I've ever tagged you before, and that's really shitty of me because you're really cool. Who else? Oh, for fuck's sake, Myk Pilgrim. Myk, do this shit. I want to see what pisses you off. I want to see you go on a tangent. You don't have to get drunk. And that's about it. So this is my Feisty Friday. Hope you enjoyed the intense randomness. And until next I am allowed to say the word fuck. Peace, love, and maki roads.